June 11th, 1976 was a very important day. It was sort of my longest day, if you will. It started off with being commissioned at John F. Kennedy Library there on the campus of Eastern. My fiance, Patty, and my mother pinned my gold bars on. And then at 7:30 that night, Patty became my wife. My father was a graduate of Eastern Washington College of Education, and all of his family members, the ones that went to college, all went to Eastern, so it kind of was natural for me to apply and enroll at Eastern as I came out of high school. It didn't take very long for the ROTC department and Cadet Hall to become kind of the center of my campus life. The people that I spent the most amount of time with were the members of the cadre and fellow cadets. Sergeant First Class Willie Thistle was the Special Forces advisor on the cadre there at Eastern at the time. And I remember one incident where I was getting ready to go home for the summer after my freshman year, and I had a terrible grade point average. I was on the very verge of failing out of school. Sergeant First Class Thistle took me down into his office, which was in the basement of Cadet Hall there next to the rifle range, and he told me to step in, close the door, and don't sit down. He then started in on me by saying, "Listen up, you little," and he used an expletive which I won't share with you here, but he really got my attention. He said, "You are wasting your time, and more important, you're wasting my time because you're not serious about academics and you're not serious about becoming an officer." So I spent a couple of days. I was pretty upset with Sergeant Thistle, and then it occurred to me that I needed to be upset with myself because he was absolutely right. Needless to say, I came back in the fall and I was much more serious about being an Army officer and about being a student. When I was commissioned, I had a 4-year obligation, and my intention was to do those 4 years, and then I was going to get out and get on with my original goal, which was to be a school teacher and a wrestling coach. As the years went on, I just kept having a great deal of fun doing what I was doing. I found the work to be very fulfilling, and one thing led to another, and we had 10 years in, and that was what I thought would be half a career. Little did I know that would be about a third of my career. But you know, you're reminded that a soldier who is married cannot be a soldier if his family is not willing. And I always kind of felt like if ever there was a time when Patty said, "Hey, look, I've had enough of this life and I want to go do something else," we would have gone and done that. But she and our daughters were always very supportive. And so you're reminded that throughout your entire life, in all aspects of your life, being surrounded by good people is probably the most important part of that. I am very proud of my association with the Army ROTC program there at Eastern, and equally proud of to be an Eastern Washington University alumnus. Go Eags!